The Friday Morning Rant contains adult theme, adult language, adult humor, satire humor. So if you ain't into that, Jack, then piss off. You're at the wrong podcast. It's the Friday Morning Rant with Shane Halfyard. It is Friday, May 28th, 2019, in case you care. Alright, so let's get this out and over with. Sorry for my wavery, cracked voice. Apparently, like almost everybody in my household is sick. And lucky me, I get it from one of them. Oh, my wife got it worse. Oh, Jesus. I mean, she was home for 2 days, in bed, sleeping all day. Lucky bitch. And she's like, she goes to me, she goes, well, why don't you stay home? You're sick. I said, because I need the money. We need the money. She goes, well, I need the money too, but I can't work like this. I said, well, honey, there's a difference. If you don't go to work, it's just a little bit less of an allowance you send home to the Philippines. If I don't go to work, we don't get to pay the power bill. There's, bit of a difference in the wages there, where the wages are going. Oh, pardon me. So, yes, please just deal with me. I apologize, but it is what it is. So, this week, a buddy of mine told me to check out The Haunting of Hill House on Netflix. And his name's Nick. He said I'd like it because I really love scary movies. I got done watching The Nun, scared the shit out of me, loved it. And it's a TV series about a family who basically, it's a family that flips and renovates homes and then sells them for a huge profit and then, moves on to the next project. And they're quite a sizable family. It's like 5 kids and wife and husband, quite a bit. And then this big, beautiful mansion, kind of a gothic looking thing. And in the middle of the night, he comes and gets his eldest son, and he goes, okay, we're going to have to run, and they take off. And their mom doesn't go with them, and the coroner warrants their mother's death as suicide, but obviously it was like the ghosts in the house that made him do it. I've only watched the first, 3 episodes, possibly 4, and I'm already hooked. And there's a lot of scary scenes in it, a lot of freaky scenes. There's this scene where one of the young women are, they're little girls. She's taking care of a batch of kittens. And the first one dies. But she sees the kitten's mouth trembling. And she goes, she's not dead. So she picks up the cat and she's petting her. And she goes, look, you're not dead. And then this big bug crawls out of the cat's mouth. And I'm like, oh, fuck me. And I jump right back. And that's some freaky shit. So if you have Netflix and you're into the horror genre, check out The Haunting of Hill House. I think it's awesome. So thanks, Nick, for recommending that movie to me. Appreciate it. Or the series to me. Sorry, it's a series, not a movie. Pardon me. Speaking of Nick, all right, he and I, we get walking. He's my walking buddy at work. We walk around the building twice a day, right? We do about 3 laps on lunch break and 2 laps on a 15. So we're walking along, and I was telling him about this new YouTube channel that I'm watching. It's not new, but new to me. My daughter, Cassandra, loves this girl named Wenji. And she goes, Dad, check out Wenji. So I'm like checking out Wenji, and I'm really checking out Wenji. Oh my God. Yikes. She is gorgeous. She's got like the most erotic combo I've ever seen. She's I think she's a Filipina or part Filipino. But anyway, so she's Asian and she has an Australian accent. And the two combinations are like, oh my God. Ugh. Ugh. Honey, I still love you, but wow. So I'm like, honey, and of course she's a beautiful woman. She's dressed as really sexy. I'm like, does she always dress this way, honey? Is this who she is? Like, this is, I'll watch Wenji whenever you want me to watch Wenji with you. I know, it's terrible. I'm an awful man. So I'm telling this to Nick. And then Nick goes, well, someday your daughter's going to want to dress that way and look like her. Which, like, ruined everything. I looked at Nick. I said, Nick, I have very few good things in my life. Why are you fucking with this one? And he's laughing. He's like, well, I'm just saying, when she gets older, she's going to want... No, I know what you're saying. You just ruined it. Why did you do that? I'm not telling you anything like this again. He's banned from that kind of stuff. But no, he's an alright guy. I like Nick. He's a good guy. You know, you just ruined Wedgie for me, though, Nick. Just fuck you. We'll be walking later on today, though, buddy. All right. I actually had, for me, for this show, this little tiny show, I actually had a few people enter to win the gift card. 4 entries. 2 of them were from the same person, but 4 entries is 4 entries. So I'm gonna do the draw now. All right, going in, and let's see. Christy, you have won a $25 gift card to Vance and Jane Doe. Don't despair. You're still in the draw for the $100 gift card at the end of the year. Christy, I'll be getting in contact with you later on, and we will decide which gift card you want, and we'll get that out to you. Before I go into my main topic, I was listening to the CBC News radio. I believe it was yesterday or the day before yesterday. Anyway, it was Wednesday. I'm pretty sure. Between Wednesday and Thursday. It doesn't really matter what day. Anyway. So, they were talking about the Stonewall incident, which sparked the riot, the Stonewall riot, which sparked the whole gay pride parade. Okay? Now, I didn't really know about this incident very much, so I was really interested to find out, what this was all about. So, they had a representative of the LGBTQ community, LGBTQ, I think I got it right, community, talking about it to, the host on the CBC show. And she was telling me exactly what happened. And I believe she said it was in 1968 or 69 in New York. There was... the cops raided a bar/inn called the Travelers Inn. Okay? So, I might be getting some of the details wrong. And if I am, please let me know. I'm not doing this on purpose. I'm just telling you what I heard on the radio. So, there was a raid. It was late in the night, early morning. The cops raided it, and it was full of members of the LGBTQ community. LGBTQ community. I'm saying D in there. I know I am. I'm sorry. Or at least it sounds like I am. Anyway. And the cops raided it. And the reason why they raided it is it was a known mafia establishment. They were selling illegal bootlegged booze. So that's 2 strikes there. So then they arrested the members who were attending this illegal establishment. Now, apparently, normally, they had someone bribed who would give them some warning of the raids and let people escape. But apparently, for 2 days in a row, they never got a warning, which probably means that they figured out that somebody was warning this establishment, and they kept it secret. But then, the police officers were a bit rough with members of the gay community. And a lesbian got her head hit against the wall as she was being taken out. And she yelled for help. And a black transgender grabbed a brick and threw it at the cop. I think he threw it at the car windshield. And the riot broke out. The police officers had to bar themselves in the building, and people had to come and rescue the cops. Now, here's the funny thing. The reporter goes, it didn't stop there, right? Because already, all right, the thing that people are standing by, like, you know, they're like, because of the Stonewall riots, we deserve to have this parade. But I'm sorry, but you guys are the members of the LGBTQ community. Don't actually come across all that great in this story. Okay? There were a dozen other things you could have done legally that night. Hundreds of things you could have done legally. But you went to a known mafia establishment. Again, pardon me. You also drank illegal booze. Right there, that's 2 strikes against you. And then, instead of just, you know, okay, that poor girl got hit, and I'm sorry that she got her head hurt, but there was no reason to attack the cops like that. Okay? It was a wrong thing to do. And I know you're going, no, we're standing up for our rights. All right? Rioting isn't standing up for your rights. You're rioting. Right? It is the wrong way to go about it. So I'm like, fine. And then the gay pride parade is going on, and that's wonderful. I don't mind, you know, when people want to stand up and say, you know, I'm gay and I'm proud, blah, blah, blah. But why is there half-naked people walking in this parade? Why is that a thing? Like, that's inappropriate. That doesn't celebrate love. It celebrates, you know, you being a pervert. Wanting to swing your schmeckle out in public. Keep your schmeckle in your pants. Stop being half naked, walking around and marching the parade. It doesn't. Nudity isn't exclusively gay pride. Okay? So stop that. Right? What if kids are brought to this parade and they get to see these half naked people walking around? You know, grow the fuck up. Put your clothes on. I'm not saying you can't dress a little nicely. You can't say you can't show off your body. I'm not saying that, but come on. Be a little reasonable. But anyway, my sympathy for the Stonewall rioters has dropped. Because I kept hearing about this. And I kept thinking it was this big tragedy in the gay community. But it wasn't a tragedy in the gay community. It was just an uprising of anger that was just wrong. Right? Wrong. In my opinion. But that's just my 2 cents about it. You can dispute that. Do whatever you want. Okay? That's the beauty of the internet. You can be a couch warrior and call me an asshole, and I'll never know who you are. So, Vance sent me an email. And he didn't even say anything. He just said, watch this video. And bam, that's it. So I guess he wants me to talk about transgender women in sports. I guess he wants my thoughts on it. Well, my thoughts are this. Okay? I didn't even watch the video was like an hour long, and I was like, I'm not watching that video. It's too long. Because I already know he just wants to see if I'm yay or nay. Well, I'm nay. I'm nay for trans women in sports competing against regular women. Because, yes, you may identify as a woman. You may feel deep down that you're feminine in every single way that matters to you, that you are a female. But in the end, you were still born a man. Okay? And let's just say, hypothetically, let's just use boxing as an example. All right? And if you get a person who was born a man in the ring with a woman who was born a woman, well, that transgender woman already has a physical advantage. Okay? And it's over with. Joe Rogan said it best. He was talking about one day how when someone in the White House, someone broke into the White House and got past a female bodyguard, secret agent person. And they were like, how did that happen? He goes, because it was a girl guarding the president. You have a man and a girl, and the man versus the girl. 9 times out of 10, that dude's getting in. It don't matter. Well, in this variation of boxing, you get a transgender female versus a regular female. The upper body strength difference alone is enough. Right? Especially if they have the same amount of training. Now, you get a female boxer who's been training for like 5-6 years against a guy who knows nothing about boxing. Yeah, she's got a good shot. She's got a real good shot at defending herself. Again, excuse me. Sorry. I'm going to sip water here and there. But yeah, she has a real good shot at defending herself against someone who knows nothing about fighting. But you get that same man who also has 5 years of boxing training and practice and competition, and he's gonna mop the fucking floor with her. Alright? It's because it's not just about the skill level. Alright, they can have the exact same skill level. But what's gonna happen is for every blow she lands, right, it's gonna feel like half the power and strength of every blow he lands on her. Right? And well, why do you say that? Aren't we created equal? No, we are not created equal. It is just not there. No, we are not all equals. In the eyes of, if you believe in God, in the eyes of God, we are equals. In the eyes of the law, we should be equals. i.e., equal salary, same rules of justice, blah, blah, blah. But when it comes down to a genetic level, we are not all equals. I'll use myself as an example. I am almost completely blind. And if I was to get into the ring, a boxing ring, with a guy in, no matter how much training I have, okay, I can have the same amount of training as the other professional boxer. And if I was to get in that ring with that boxer, okay, chances are good he's going to beat my fucking brains out. Because we are not equal. Okay? Now, if that same boxer was to go into, say, a powerlifting contest with me, I would probably beat his brains out. Because on a genetic level, I am uber strong. Okay? It's just one of those things I was born with. I was born with a huge, strong upper body. And then I cultivated and I weight trained and worked out for years. Okay? So we are not created equal. It just doesn't exist. It doesn't work that way. So you get this professional boxer, transgender woman, and she's going against a regular woman. Well, let me tell you, when you want to become a woman, you have to take estrogen hormones, right? Well, when you're born a man, your bone density is already thicker and stronger than a woman's. And do you know what estrogen does? It helps lock in that bone density, right? That's why women take it during their menopausal years to help maintain, along with calcium, to help maintain their bone density. Okay? So they don't shrink. They don't get those mini fractures in their spine. So if you get a transgender who is taking the hormones, that's locking in their bone density, right? And then physically, their upper bodies are built differently. Their muscles are built differently. So you got this dickless dude beating the fuck out of this woman. So that is why I say nay to this. What is the solution? I don't know. I'm thinking transgender women should compete against men if they want to compete. Because in the biological stance, it's not going by what they identify. It's not saying, oh, the difference is not by what you identify. It is what you are biology. That is what the separation between men and women are for. So they have an equal playing ground. As equal as you can get. There's no real such thing as an equal playing ground. There really isn't. Because genetics does play a factor. Intelligence. Reflex. All those things. But it's as equal as it can get. Right? It's just a level playing field as it can possibly be. Right? That's why they'll have weight categories, age categories, and they have categories between sex, men and women. So if you're a transgender woman and you want to compete in boxing, cut some weight. Right? Right? You feel you can't compete against, say you weigh a $145. You can't compete against another guy who weighs a $145. You know, night before the weigh-in, cut 10 pounds. And of course, you'll have men that don't want to compete against transgender women. This is a whole sticky mess. I'm not going to be able to solve it. Right? All I'm saying is, transgender women have no business competing against regular women. You are not a woman. Yes, you are feminine. You are female. I acknowledge that. I have a couple of good friends that I ran this by with who happen to be transgender women. Penny, she's from Thailand, and she moved recently to the United States, and we met a few times. And then there's a girl named Grace. She's from the Philippines, and she's transgender. And she and I know each other from, various things. So we're pals. I ran this by them. I told them what I was going to be talking about. I told my thoughts and opinions. They agree with me. Right? Feminine. If you're transgender and you believe you are feminine and you know you are feminine, that's fine. If you identify yourself as a woman and you want to live your life as a woman, I'm all for it. Right? You're not hurting anybody. But you have to accept the fact that you are not a woman when it comes to competing in sports. You're just not. It's just that simple. I can't put it any plainer than that. So you shouldn't be in there. Right? You will have a genetic advantage, and that is just wrong. And that's just my 2 cents on that subject. I mean, I want you all to feel free to disagree or agree and leave it in the comments. Send an email to shanehalfyard@hotmail.com. I'll respond, or I'll read it on the air, because I don't mind if you disagree, but have a reason to disagree. And I don't mean because it's the way it is. No. Put some thought into it. Show me some real evidence that I'm wrong. Okay? And if I'm wrong, I'll admit I'm wrong. I have no problem admitting I'm wrong if I screw up. Not an issue. Do I sound like I'm hitting puberty? I think I do. Maybe it's my second go. But anyway, I want to thank you all for listening. I do appreciate it. I have my 11 subscribers out there, and I'm grateful for all of you. But if you have a subject idea, if you have a comment, again, leave it in the subject down below. Send an email, and if I read it on the air, and if you're a subscriber, you will be put into the draw for a $25 gift card of your choice. And at the end of the year, in December, you'll be put into the draw for a $100 gift card of your choice. But yeah, if you're enjoying this video, you like the topics, you want to see more hear more videos, then please hit that like button, share this with your friends, and subscribe. That'll really help me out. I'd appreciate it. Hell, if you want to be just put in the draw and you put in the comments, I'm a subscriber, put me in the draw, I'll put you in the draw. Okay? The more the merrier. Because right now, I mean, Vance he sent me like 3 other emails. 3 other things to talk about. And I'm going to get through them for the next couple of weeks. So he really likes winning that money. He just does. So let's make this competition a lot less one-sided for him, would we? I'd appreciate it. So anyway, that's it for today. Again, thanks for stopping by. I'll talk to you next week. Till then, take care of yourselves and each other. Bye for now.